guys, what's up? It's Melanie. I'm here. I was gonna mount my ferns here, so I thought I would do it with you guys. I don't know. A lot of people haven't seen this. It's a really cool way to display your ferns. So the ones I've done before. What are these ones called? I don't even know what these are called. Whoops. I don't know what they're called. Where did I put the thing? Hold on. Let's find out what kind of fern I'm mounting first. I think that's rather important. Let's see if it even says. No, it doesn't say. It says fern. So we are going to mount our fern. So I've mounted Chrissy fern and a few stag ferns, but like staghorn, I don't know if you guys know what a staghorn fern is or not. But today we're going to mount these guys. So there's two of them. Hi, how are you? Hi, Robert. These are really cool. I'm going to use two of them on this one because I like this board a lot. So this is just a board that's been chilling around here forever. I don't know, but it's got a nice weathered look to it. So I really like it. So I'm going to use this. So what I did, I put the two little ring deals. You can see them on the end. And then I will hook picture line from here, and that's how we'll hang it, okay? But let's go ahead and start mounting. So tell me if you guys have seen mounted plants before or not, because I think I would like to know that. I really love, well, you guys know I love my plants, but this is a really cool way to display them. Is that what it is, Penelope? Probably. Maybe that's what it is. I really like the leaves on it. It's very cool how they, you have what, like the big long one and then the two short ones. Really like that. All right, so let's get started. So you have your board, or you could use, like I've seen people have like big natural pieces that they cut off of big trees. That would be super cool, but I don't have that. So we're gonna use what we have. So you need your plant. You also need some screws, you need some fishing line, and some sheet moss. So I have my sheet moss soaking. And for those of you guys who don't know what sheet moss is, it's like this. It just comes in sheets. And the greener, the prettier. So you have seen them. All right, cool. I love them. I love anything plant, I guess, but I really like these guys. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take your fern out, and you want to kind of like smush him. You kind of pull back the roots to get to the bottom because we want it to sit as flat as we can. All right, so I have him kind of spread out, and you see that? So I started to do this without you guys, and then I was like, hey, I should do it with them. So I kind of put everything back in the pot. So let's see. Okay, and I want it to be bigger, so I did get two of them. So let's think. This one's a little bigger, taller than that one. How's this view? Tell me if my view's okay, because I can, maybe I should move you up and down over, I don't know. But I'm going to pour out a little bit of the extra soil right here. This would be a good time if you use like worm castings or something like that for your plants. You could put it right here, and if I had any, that's definitely what I would do, but I don't have any. Where can you locate live moss? You can get it. I just got that at Lowe's. And so it just comes, it's just sheet moss. I don't know where you could get like actual really good moss. I'm certain there's a place, but I just use what they have at Home Depot or Lowe's. Hey, hi, Bonnie. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got our roots like kind of smushed out. We don't want to, try to be gentle, so we don't want to hurt them too much, but there's going to be a little hurting going on in the process. Let's put them like that. Okay, do you know if these are safe to be around cats? I don't know, Elaine, but you know what? This is a good way to do it if you're worried about it, because these guys are going to go up on the wall. So you would never, your cat's not going to get up where you would hang it, because this is wall art. So I'm going to do it like that. How is the view? Do you think I could do better? I feel like maybe I could. What if I do that. You could look it up, or, you know, ferns safe for plant or cats. I would imagine they probably shouldn't eat them, but is that better? Tell me, tell me. Okay, let's just do it like that. So then what we're gonna do is take this moss that we've had soaking. We're gonna go ahead and give it a little squeeze and get rid of some of the water. And then we're gonna start placing it around the base of our plant, like so. And we're gonna save this smaller piece for a filler. Let's see, bigger one in here. So the view is good. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's put this one around. So we want to cover up all the soil, and we can tear it off where it's too big. And let's turn it this way. And we want our little fronds, little leaf fronds dudes to stay out. So let's not. Ah, hi! You caught alive. You did. Yay! I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's tear this one again. I don't think we need that portion. And I try to like use the greenest parts if I can. It's gonna dry out, and then we're gonna wet it. It's gonna dry out. And we're gonna wet it, but it just looks prettier that way. So let's see if we put this guy, say right there. Okay, now this is the top up here. Okay, so it's gonna hang that way. So I always kind of try to just like make a little hole right here, a little a divot, okay? Because this is where we're gonna water it. So I don't know if that's necessary. It just makes sense in my brain to do that. Okay, so we've got everything covered up. You can look, maybe a little bit more moss right here. So what we don't want is our soil falling out, right? That would be messy and it would defeat the point of the moss. Okay, so we got that done. Let me get a towel for my hands. Awfully wet. Okay, so let's put that over there. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna use these guys. These are, doesn't matter what kind of screw you use, but for this I tend to like to use these ones, and they're short, but yet they have kind of a big head on them. So that big head there will come in handy. Let's see, I think we need to go up. Let's go up a little bit like that. Have it smushed down pretty decently. Okay, so then we're gonna take these dudes and put them pretty close to the moss. We want to leave it sticking out a little bit so that we have something to wrap with. So I'm going to put one towards the top on this side and the bottom. Get those guys in there. I got out 6, but I don't think I need 6. I don't know why I got myself a chair. So I'm going to sit. Okay. And you can see over here, we're going to put it right here. So I had a huge staghorn fern at the store on my wall, my living wall. And it sold yesterday. And so now there's a big hole in the middle of my wall. And instead of rearranging everything, I decided that I just needed to make another one. So that's what I'm doing. And I went to Home Depot. They had some stags, but they weren't very big, and they wanted too much for them, in my opinion. So I wasn't willing to pay what they wanted. Then I went to Lowe's. They didn't have any stags. And then I went to Walmart, and they had these guys. So I thought, why not do something different? Okay. So view's still okay for everyone, I hope. So now what we're going to do is take this. This is just fishing line. You could use lots of different line. Just make sure it's a decent, like this one's 10 pounds. So just make sure it's a decent one so it doesn't break on you. I don't know if the one you use for jewelry would be sufficient or not. Maybe it would. I don't know. But we're just going to pull out our line. And I'm just going to make a little loop-de-doo here. And we're going to get it around our first one, and we're going to make a few knots in the line so that it doesn't slip off there. Pretty tight. And we'll cut off that excess. Now let's lower you down, I think, so you can see this better, being that the line is clear. Be a little trickier to see. How about that? Okay, so now we're just going to string this guy on here. So I'm just going to unroll that a little bit. And we're going to go diagonal to our screw over here. We're going to loop it around there. We're going to go back. And, you know, I don't think there's a rhyme or reason to or wrong to this, but we'll go around here. Now your line is clear, so nobody's going to see it, which is obviously the point. We're just going to keep doing this. So sometimes, like, we can go somewhere out. And this one, we can go right smack through the center. So we go in diagonal, across. I hope that wind doesn't kick back in, man. It's been crazy. Okay. I don't want to cut it off yet because we're going to use a lot of it. And if I cut it off and it's too short, I'm going to have to tie it, and I don't want to. But I'll show you how cool, if you guys hang out, this looks when they're hanging up on the wall. They just look so cool. And it's not hard to care for. You just got to pay attention. If you're someone who forgets that you have plants at all, this is probably not the plant for you. It is a fern. It does like water. And it likes humidity. But like where I am, I mean, I'm in New Mexico. We have almost no humidity most of the time. They still do fine. You just have to care for it once a week. Okay. We're going to go diagonal this way. Try not to kill our fronds, but we do smush some of them. It's no big deal. And back over here. So you just make a little loop around each one as you go to it so that your line stays on your little screw, dude. And don't fall off. I always feel like maybe I do overkill on the wrapping. Okay, now I'm getting closer, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here. Okay. I don't know that it quite needs as much as I do it, but I figure, oh, hey, why not, right? Why not give it a little bit more than less? And back around. Let's go all the way around. And I'll go through this one. And I think we can go one more, and then we need to tie it off. Go here. And I am doing it pretty tight, so it doesn't loosen up on me. Let's go around that one a few more times. Around and around. Yeah, it's really fun, Cherry. I like them. I think it's a great way to display them. It's very, very unique looking, and I know at my store it really gets a lot of attention. It's like, what? That's alive? Yep, it's alive. Let's do that. Now we're just going to make a couple knots around the screw at the end. This is kind of the hardest part, I think. Just get it in there. And we'll do that again. So I think these self-tapping sheet screws are the best ones because they do have this big head. I like it. Works better for me. Do you sell these? Can appreciate the tutorial, but can I buy one? Monique, you could buy this one if you wanted to. I have this one for sale, and then I do have two more inside that are a little smaller than this, so I could show you all of them. This one, where do you live? You here? I forget, Monique. What I need to ship it, I guess, is what I need to know. You can text me, Monique, after we're done. Just text me, okay? Write this down. My phone number is 505-228-0012. If you do that, we can talk about all the details, okay? Oh, you're in Rio Rancho. Well, that's even better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the last one just sold, but I do have this one, and then I have two more. So go ahead and text me, okay? And I can tell you. So that is what we look like. Oh, crazy cool. All right, so now I'm going to put some of this stuff so I can hang it up so you guys can see what it looks like. I need my wire cutters. Okay. So then I just take your standard picture frame stuff and we'll just go this way. This is so cool. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I really love these a lot. Did you get my phone number, Monique? You know how to get a hold of Hamish too, I'm sure. Okay, so we're going to go around here. I'm going to go back through the little eye hook. Go around again. Don't need anything breaking or falling on us. Just probably overkill, but I did it. And then we'll go back through here. And I think like that's probably good. So you can just put a nail or a picture hanger dealy on your wall, and then you can just hang it. So back and we'll loop a few times to make sure it doesn't slip on us. So if you are ever making one of these, the only thing you don't want to do is use a piece of pressed wood because it is going to get wet and your pressed wood will separate on you. So you always want to make sure you're using a solid piece of wood, no matter what kind of wood it is, even if it's natural or comes from Home Depot, who cares? But just make sure that you use it, okay? You did. Okay, cool. As soon as we're done here, yeah, text me or call me or whatever. But I'll show you all of them that I have. And like everything in my life, everything is for sale. Everything. Okay. Let's go up and stay. Okay. Cool. I'm glad you guys like this idea. Definitely one of my favorite things to do. Thanks, guys. Okay. So what if we did it? I was actually thinking of, so my local peeps too, I'm thinking of having a class on it. Once I'm ready to do classes, I thought it would be fun. I could supply everything and we could do them together. And then you would take yours home if you wanted. Okay. So we're obviously getting off my staging wall there. Sorry about that. And you were crooked. Sorry about that. Let's put you right here. Fall. Let's get rid of this. Throw that. Stay up there. And here we are. So what I'll do too, I'll go around and use my salve on this board around. I didn't want to put it under the plant, so I'll put it just around to just freshen the wood, make the wood even prettier. And there you go. So isn't that cool? It's just like a really cool wall art. Let me get you down. I'm gonna get you down because I'm gonna take you inside anyways. And you'll have to forgive my house. Let's see. Camera off. No. Wonder how I can flip the camera. I didn't know how to flip the camera. Not on here. And so that is it. Isn't that fun? I think they're really cool. Love them, love them. And from all angles. All right, so this one's mounted on a pretty decent piece of wood. I think it's 11 by probably like 24. And that is that. What do you guys think? You like it? Okay, let's go see the other two that I have. Hi. And I will show you how to water them. How's that? Yeah, it's really fun. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you guys how to water them here in 1 sec. Okay. Being that I don't know how to flip the camera, this is going to be weird. So this one is a smaller one. This is a stag. Again, stag. Wow, that looks really crooked. I am sorry. Nice project. I feel there you go. So this guy is mounted here. That's a staghorn fern. And this is a bird's nest. Bird nest fern. Right there. So I've just done ferns. I would imagine you can do other kinds. Sure do wish my sink wasn't dirty. All right, real life, guys. Sorry. I'm going to have to realize that I didn't do the dishes from last night. Oops. Okay, so, all right, so it's time to water him. They are ferns, so they do like water. So you just take them down off your wall. And let's see, put them, see if I can hold this. There. So put them in your sink. This is how I do it. And then remember we made this little indentation with our finger on the last one that we just did. So I just do this. And even slower most of the time. You just want to really soak it. Get all of that sheet moss that we put on there. You want it all to be nice and soaked. Get inside there. You can do it once a week. You could even do it twice a week if you really love him and you want him to grow even faster. And you do that. So I usually just kind of let it drip for a little bit, like, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe. But I usually don't drip it that fast. Then I just leave it in my sink until it stops draining, because it's going to drain out the bottom, until it stops draining. And then you just put it back up on your wall. It's really simple. You could, by the time it stops draining, the whole thing's usually dry. But if you're worried about your wall, make sure all the water's off the back of it. But I mean, mine hasn't done anything to mine. So you like the bird's nest one? Okay. These guys are probably going to be right around 30 for the smaller ones. And that big sucker that I just made out there is going to be more like 50. So it's just up to you, Monique, if you are interested in them. They sell for a lot more than that on like Etsy and stuff like that. You can find them, but they're pretty darn expensive. And you'd have to pay for shipping. So for you, it works out really well because you're local. Hey. So that is that. So that was my little project that I needed to get done. You can see him over there. And he will go to the store. These two I have here. So text me, Monique, if you really are interested. Then I'll know. I'll have Hamish take it over, or myself. Okay, so that is how to mount a fern. Any questions? You can always leave it in the comments. Yes, can we do 2 of them? I have those 2 in there that would probably be the right ones because they're mounted on a very similar. They're about the same size, so those 2 would probably be good. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Hi, Carla. I'm sorry. Watch the replay, sister. Oh, don't look at my. Yeah, let's go this way. Okay. Yeah, I just cleaned like just this area that I use over here. And the rest of it just looks like a normal garage. Okay, talk to you guys later. Thank you. Yeah, give it a try. Hey, you guys, in the comments, tell me who's gonna try it, and then if you do try it, come back and tell me that you tried it. I would love it. That'd be really cool. Okay. Okay. Bye, guys. You too.